Okay, so can you say your name and a little something about you? You can look at me, not the camera.
Okay. I'm Stephania Cologne, and I like animals. I have a cat. I have 3 technically. One of them is mine, the other ones are my boyfriend's, but they're mine at heart. I love them.
What caused you to want to study languages?
The idea of being able to communicate with more people and the culture differences around the world is insane, and it's incredible to learn about.
What languages do you currently know?
Currently, I'd say obviously English. I know a decent amount of Spanish, can always improve, and I'm learning Japanese and Korean at the moment. As for ones that I want to learn, I'd love to dabble into Mandarin, possibly French, possibly German and Russian, but those last 3 are dependable.
What makes them dependable?
The complexity of them, I feel like. I would like to specialize more with Japanese, Korean, and Mandarin, and so the other ones are just kind of, if I do decide to learn them, it'd be at a very conversational level as opposed to really getting to understand complex sentences.
What have you done in or out of school to help you learn these languages?
Well, besides school, I'm taking the courses for them. I'm like Japanese class. First Korean, and I'm in 3 clubs for it. The Korean club, a Japanese club, and then the Japanese culture club. And I have apps that I use. There's Wanikani for kanjis, practices, Pimsleur, Babbel for a short period of time. Otherwise, it's just independent study, I'd say.
How do you use your own independent study? Like, what are things that you use?
It's more of like repetition. I will go onto either textbooks or websites and learn a phrase and then just practice using that same structure over and over again until I have experience with the conjugation patterns, etc.
Okay. What do you love about languages?
It's so very different and yet so very similar to other languages. And once you start seeing the connections, it's very interesting to see how like Japanese and Spanish connects and how like the grammar structure of Japanese and Korean is like similar, and it's just, but they're not the same to English, and it's just so crazy to see the different patterns. The pronunciation between Spanish and Japanese being similar but yet not to English is completely astounding, honestly. And yeah, how different they are. How the Japanese alphabet, there's technically 3 alphabets that have over 1,000 characters in it that you have to memorize, whereas the Korean one has about 24, I believe, and English has 26, and Spanish has, you get the point. And so it's very interesting to see the differences between them, but yet the grammar structure being also vastly different. Honestly, it's just the language itself that interests me, just because it's of its similarities between each other. But also, it's just fun to be able to express yourself in multiple different ways using different languages and different accents on tones and stuff. It's just interesting.
What do you want to be able to do with your knowledge on languages?
There's a lot you can do, and I am still finding a hard time to choose just between the options that I have. But some options that I am interested in would be teaching it as a foreign language to others, or at least teaching English as a foreign language to other countries. Just because English is so difficult, but there's ways to memorizing things of the English language that I think would be beneficial to share with others. Translating entertainment such as anime or manga or just films in general would be quite fun. Books, I just find it interesting. I love finding different ways to translate simple sentences into something so grand in a different language. Or just becoming a translator in general and helping people communicate amongst each other. I feel like that's very needed in a world where there's so many different languages, and it's very easy to be overwhelmed not knowing how to say something in a language that can be seeming so easy, like so simple as where is the library in a language, and not knowing how to say that just because it's something you don't say every day, and it'd just be cool to help other people. I just think finding different ways to express yourself in different languages is just really awesome. So probably something along those lines.
I think that's it. Slay. Say goodbye.
Bye bye.